is by the Bay, your South Texas soaper. And so yeah, we're in the kitchen again, and this is actually a very old shave soap. I don't remember if I did a video on this or not. I'm gonna have to check, but I cannot find my recipe for it, and I thought it was a pretty darn good one. It lathers up pretty quickly, and it gives a really high creamy foam that just kind of sits on top. Some of the problems I think I had with this one from my dad was saying it didn't quite have enough slip, and it wasn't moisturizing enough. So I've been using these up, and I've been wanting to reformulate, and that's what I've done. So let's see, get my little hockey pucks over here. So I'm just going to let you guys know as this heats up in my little crock pot here. I've got something else going on in here. So, but we're going to be making it in this little one and doing a small batch and seeing how it comes out. But a couple of really good books that's been really helpful was this one by Carrie Siebert, How to Make Shaving Soap. This was really, really helpful. And then this one has these in it. I have not made any of theirs yet, but I ran it through SoapCalc to see what the numbers look like. And I was trying to go back through my notes and see what I had originally done, and I can't figure out what I did originally. But I came up with a new recipe, is what I did. I did a couple of them, felt like this one was a little complicated, so this one has a dual lye. So that means it's going to have like KOH, which is normally use that for making liquid soap. And then you have your NaOH. You usually use that for making a hard bar soap. So it's kind of, shave soaps are kind of in between a hard bar and a liquid soap. It's kind of like a cream soap, and you can make it soft and creamy, but we're going to make it hard enough so that it's a bar, if that makes sense. So, so normally, I'm just going to show you the top part, 5% KOH, liquid lye, and a 35% NaOH, hard bar soap lye. So when I run my recipe through soap, run it through, and then I do some multiplication. So let's just say this one has NaOH of 2.12 ounces, and I want it at 35%. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.35, and I get 0.74 ounces. And then you do the same for your KOH. I'm doing 65%. And so that's where you get the percentages and your amounts for your dual lye. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, this recipe has beef tallow, babassu oil, shea butter, castor oil, avocado oil, sunflower oil, palm oil, and stearic acid. So something I was looking at a lot was, it's almost there, your stearic acid profile. I'm going to fold my paper down and show you. Your stearic acid profile, if it's 50, usually about 50 and above, it's really supposed to be a really good shave soap. So here is my profile of my recipe, and I'm actually at, I had a hard time playing with the numbers, 39%. Our cleansing is really low at 7. Our hardness is 57. It's very conditioning at 40. It's bubbly at 20. It's creamy at 62. So I felt like this was a really balanced recipe compared to all the numbers I've been playing around with. And this is a coconut-free one. So I know a lot of people have sensitivities to the coconut, and the coconut can be very drying. So I figured if I went with babassu oil, we'll see how it goes. My husband's going to test this out and let me know. Thank goodness for husbands. So let's see. And we're going to have some additives of glycerin. And we're going to have this of beer. So I'm adding 10% glycerin. I'm adding 1 ounce of beer. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of, well, 1 tablespoon of goat milk, 1 tablespoon of buttermilk, and 4 tablespoons of kaolin clay. And then we decided on a fragrance. I figured since I'm adding some beer to this, I'm going to go with, so I just thought they smelled really good together. And I'm going to mix half of each. So I put 5% fragrance to the side. And we've got our crock pot on high with our beer, our glycerin, lye water here. You didn't have to have anything cold. Like I usually do ice cubes. You don't want it cold. So we're not doing cold process. We're going to do more of a hot process. So I add my KOH first, and then I stir it in because otherwise it can kind of volcano up a little bit. And then I added my NaOH. And so that's at 127. And then my oils are at 172. So I'm going to put this on low. This has my beer in it already. And my clay and everything. I'm hoping you can see what I'm up to. If I have to move some stuff around, I will. There's my fragrance oil. I don't want to dump that over there. And I'm waiting to add the goat milk because I don't want to burn it. I noticed last time when I had to rebatch my first shave soap, it ended up burning my goat milk because I had to. I'm going to add that towards the end. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing? This is as far as it reaches. Try to get you as close as possible. I've got some molds here and some more over here. These are 3 ounces, and then these are 2 ounces. So we're gonna see how this goes. Now I suffer from seizures, so I forget things. I'm trying not to forget anything because I've already had some mishaps earlier in my soaping adventures this past week or so, trying to get some things done. So trying to take some time and rest, and if I feel good, like right now I rested a lot earlier, so I feel pretty good. I'm trying to get this all mixed in. I don't want it chunky. So it smells really good. I love the smell of that fragrance. I have not tried that before, so plugged in. Just kind of make sure everything is blended. I'm at 170. We'll see how this goes. This is kind of a small batch. It's just the 16 ounces, so boy. Kind of got a little chunky. A little cottage cheesy. It's a little applesauce now. I probably have way more molds than I need, but that's okay. We're just going to test this out. I'm going to add my Gutenberg now. Milk. Creamy yellow. Look at that. I didn't even add the fragrance yet. I might add a little bit of titanium to whiten it up, I guess. Let's see. There's about a tablespoon. Tablespoons. And we are going to add the fragrance oil. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that smells good. Okay, so this is gonna be a very creamy, liquidy kind of thing here. Doesn't look like I'm having any kind of separation issues. I'm gonna say that is more than likely good to pour. So. And these, I forget how long these take to set up, probably just overnight, and then I can pop them out of the mold. And then you'll still want to let these dry out to be a little bit firmer on your drying racks, at least 2 weeks or longer if you can. So I'm going to shut that off. It's looking like really nice, kind of silly putty here. Hold on. Let me get my thing. Well, that went quicker than I thought it would. I'm gonna try and lift this out. Whew. I knew I just got all the specks out of this, and I just saw Fuzzy fall into it. Okay. Don't any fuzzies. Pouring is not my best suit. Ooh, it's heavy. Try to top it off is what I'm going to do. Definitely want to pour as quickly as possible on these, I guess. There's that one. It's like taffy. Well, you're seeing the real thing here, people. It is not. Maybe I could soak it at a little bit lower temperature. I could try next time. Let's see how it comes out. You've made a dual lye shave soap and you have a video, put it in the comments below. I know there's not too many people that post videos about it, so it really does help other soapers to see kind of the process and like how it came out. Um, this over. I figured this smaller size would make better test samples, and they also fit if someone wanted it in a jar. I've got jars where this little hockey puck will fit perfect in the jar if they don't have one of the wet shave bowls. Yeah. All right, well, obviously, I need to order another one of these molds unless I have one hiding somewhere. This doesn't quite. I've got a little bit more batter here, so I'm going to try putting it in one of the other molds. I want it to be smooth. It's looking like silly putty. I just want the backs to be smooth. Don't have left. I don't think I have enough to fill another. I think what I'm gonna do is fill my little soap dish. There's my towel. I'm just going to take whatever is extra and fill my little soap dish. And that way I can show people what it looks like. Ton left. Alright, so I'm just trying to clean it up and make it look prettier. And then technically, this is like all done. So I'm going to get my little brush, rinse it off. So a little extra water in here. And then take a little bit of my soap. I don't know if there's too much water in here. Actually, lathering up pretty good. Get some of my soap, more soap on there. Now, it is wetter than usual. I need a little bit more soapy soap. I don't remember if I used it right away last time. So put my foam in here. See if I can't grab a little bit more soap. I might have just had a little too much water. Is looking pretty darn close to what I had originally. So I hope you guys liked it. My husband's gonna try this out for me and let me know how he likes it. And if it's good, we'll have some in our shop for the people that have been asking. So, alrighty, that's it, y'all. Full of soap everywhere. So it's good to go. It's ready to use, but it's going to make a harder bar once these set up overnight. They'll pop out tomorrow, and then I'll put them on our drying racks for the next month, and then they'll be ready. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. I'm not an expert on shave soap. I've been trying to do a lot of research, and it is mind-boggling about all the stuff, but if I can try to help point you in the right direction, or I will try to put some links down to Kevin Devine's videos. He had some really good ones explaining the differences using the 60-40 and different percentages of stearic acid and the KOH and NaOH dual lye. His videos are still up and running and super, super informative and great loads of information as far as experimenting and kind of pointing you into the direction that you want to do if you want to do a creamy soap or a harder bar soap or just different things. So that's pretty much it for tonight. So I'm going to go finish cleaning up all this stuff. We'll see you guys next time in the next video. And thanks for hanging out with me here at Becca's by the Bay. And we'll see you guys next time.